Oh, Sakura, you're such a card.
I'm gonna kill you!
I always knew this day would come. The Deed is a fun RPG game all about killing your sister and getting away with it. Of course you don't, Hanako. I honestly should have expected this from you. This game was made by Pilgrim Adventures using RPG maker VX Ace, I believe. The Steam page says that it was also made by Grab the Game Studio, but they weren't important enough to have their logo played, I guess. Sorry, friend. You take the role of Aaron Bruce, who has just recently lost his inheritance to his mentally unsound sister after his father just one day decides, screw my son. In a fit of betrayal, cunning, and maybe a bit of pure unbridled rage, Aaron decides that the best course of action is not make amends with his family, but kill his sister, and we get to help him do it. Aaron takes a train to his family home, the Dunshell house, located somewhere in Scotland. Upon arriving, he is greeted by the new maid, and the first thing he can do is hit on her. Smooth moves, Bruce. She'll be yours in no time. The player can then take a look around the estate and begin planning their moida. The game describes the Bruce family as twisted and dysfunctional. Now, I would not describe them like that. The sister, sure, something's wrong with her. Rats, yeah, sure, whatever. But the mom and dad seem like normal parents for that time. The dad's a bit cold and unwelcoming to the kid who ran out on the family, and the mom's a bit warmer, but obviously still sad about the situation. And the servants, they did literally nothing wrong. Like, they're just there. Regardless, I feel like the best solution to this whole killing my sister thing would be to frame it as a suicide. First, I talk to my family, making sure to plant the seeds of doubt, positive that her unstable state of mind is fresh in everyone's thoughts. Then, I look for evidence to plant, finding a poem. Come hither, thou sweet and flame-haired maiden. Let us play games that have been forbidden. Yes, unrequited love. No better sob story exists. Now the weapon. Ah yes, the poison. No one will even suspect I was the one who killed her with this. Yes, Aaron, hide in the shadows. Make sure your sister is finally long gone from this world. Now quickly, Bruce, escape upstairs. Distance yourself from the scene. Oh yes, Inspector, she was a very troubled woman. No, sir, I knew nothing of the deed. I was upstairs the entire time. Yes, sir, of course. I will cooperate as much as I can to make sure that this horrible crime is resolved. Yes, my plan worked! They all think she offed herself, and no one is any wiser to my scheme. I may be haunted by nightmares, alone in an empty house, but at least it's mine! Oh, mine! Wow, no, seriously, I was way too good at making people think that was suicide. Like, this was on my first try in the game. I'm actually scared and concerned for myself. Now, as I have clearly shown, suicide is a valid way to get away with murder, but the main objective of the game is to frame someone else. There are so many endings based on who you framed, how well, and if you end up getting caught or not. But I'm too nice of a guy to frame anyone, so I chose the method where no one got hurt. Well, except for Aaron's sister. She had it coming, though, with her stupid hair and talk about rats. There, I killed someone for you, Mr. Scary Man. Can I go back to playing the games where I kill soldiers instead, please?
No! You must murder more people. Except these killings are more in the morally gray area.
You monster. Believe it or not, there's actually a prequel game called The Deed Dynasty. In this game, you get to play as not one, but 3 amoral people, all of them ancestors of Aaron from the first game. However, these guys all have slightly better reasons for killing than Daddy doesn't like me. The first story takes us all the way back to 1401 and into the shoes of William Bruce. Back when he was just a wee lad, his mom married a man who squandered their entire fortune, and William promises to kill the man that ruined their family legacy. Some years later, little Willie grows up and learns that the man who ruined his family has now become governor. After writing to the man about heresy in Scotland, Willie is invited to the estate, and from there he can plot his nefarious scheme. I decided shortly after arriving that this steward was going to get framed. I mean, he's just a jerk. I didn't like him. How hard could framing this old man be? Forensic evidence isn't even around yet. How are they going to find out I even did anything? Well, surprise, surprise. It's actually really hard to frame someone in medieval times. I used a rope from the basement to kill the governor. A rope right next to where the steward's room is. And they're like, you went into the basement once, you suspicious, suspicious little man. Arrested! Away with thou! Fine. I didn't need to frame you anyway, steward. Guess it's back to the suicide approach. Which, once again, was surprisingly easy. Just bring up his dead wife, drinking problems, and make everyone think he slit his own throat. Easy peasy. Hey look, Willie is so happy with what he did, he went out and got married to celebrate. Wow, what a swell guy that Willie. I strive to be like him someday. Long live his legacy. Speaking of Bruce legacy, that brings us to Annie Bruce, Willie's ancestor in 1868, living in the wild, wild west. She wants to run away from her baby daddy, Old Bill, who is an alcoholic, a criminal, and smelly. Even though she can probably just hop on the train and leave all this behind her, since there's almost no way Old Bill would be able to track her down, she instead decides to kill Old Bill before she hops onto a train and leaves all this behind so Old Bill can't track her down. A+ plan, Annie. Amazing. True genius. I once again decided to try to frame somebody. This weird stranger guy over here seems like an easy target. He refuses to talk to people, acts really shifty, won't tell anyone what he does, dresses in all black, and is new in town. I mean, that just screams hitman. Huh? Bill? You want to marry me? Oh, Bill-kun, I don't know what to say. Please, just let me think about it for a minute. Okay, thanks, Bill, bye. Off to go plan your murder. So after I'm confident that I've placed the seeds of doubt and planted sufficient evidence, it's off to go kill my horrible almost husbando. Look at him, sleeping like a baby. Well, he'll be asleep much longer when I do this! Pocket knife slash! Okay, I better go. Bye, Bill-kun, love you. Hey, guess what? My plan to frame someone failed again! Look at this smug stranger guy just walking away like, at least you tried. At least my baby girl is safe. Run, Jenny. Run away. Be free in this great, fair land of ours. God bless America. Alright, so yeah, back to attempting to make it look like a suicide. Just plant the laudanum bottle here, suspicions here, and a bullet wound to the head right about here. Oh hey, look, it worked. What a gosh dilly darn surprise. Fly, my children, fly out of this accursed place and never look back. Do it for Bill-kun. Finally, this brings us to our last killer, Margaret Percy. Oh, don't worry, she's a Bruce too. She just married. Speaking of marriage, her story starts off with her husband dying, and she blames her brother Thomas for not sending monetary aid that is rightfully hers, as she ghostwrites murder mystery books for him. Everyone loves a good bit of poetic justice. I do like the continuity they have here. The murder takes place in the same house from the first game, just in an earlier time frame, and the mother is Jenny from Annie's murder story. There's also a portrait of Willie hanging on the wall. Oh, and the baby even has the same name as the father from the first game. I like that deed. Good on you. High five. Alright, I learned from my mistakes. No more framing anyone, just jumping right into suicide. What are these? Book rejection letters? Oh, well, don't mind if I just take all of these, thank you. Huh? What's that? Tell me I already bought a plot of land for his grave? Well, isn't that quite a bit of juicy info? Ooh, look at this, poison! I think we already all know where this is going. Hey, what a shocker! Suicide worked! Well, now who could have seen that coming? Seriously, why is it so easy to frame a murder as a suicide? Like, it should not be this easy! At least, I don't think so. I don't really know, I can't say I have much experience in the field of homicide. But yeah, the deed games are pretty fun, so go give them a click and see who you can frame for murder. Just do it, you sicko. I know you want to. Just, okay there, I did what you told me to, now please just don't hurt me.
Yeah, man, sure. It's just a prank.
Really? A prank?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Okay.
Ha! That was actually a prank. You really are gonna die.
Over Bill-kun's dead body! You can kill me, but you cannot kill the spirit of Hoshido.
Ryan, no, you have to step back. We can't afford to lose you.
You're right. I'll retreat for now.